Hey, and welcome to another episode of Geeks Corner. Today, Apple's been hit with a second class action lawsuit, what they're calling loop disease. Basically, they had one last week from one person who started a class action lawsuit where they were saying basically they couldn't hear audio through the phone. They had to put it on loudspeaker because it was getting a lot of static, etc. Well, another one now was coming yesterday, and that has, again, same sort of thing, referred to as loops disease, where they had to put calls on loudspeaker. Apple are currently denying that it's a problem, and it's just obviously affecting some individuals. Interestingly, the first one, it was actually out of warranty when they had that problem. The second one, it seems to be within the warranty period, but it doesn't actually say what Apple suggested on that basis. But it's interesting to see what will happen. The devices in question at the moment are the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. And generally with a lot of these class action lawsuits, we generally don't see too much of a payout for the people putting them. Obviously the lawyers get rich doing this. And sometimes if enough pressure is put on, Apple will then introduce some sort of policy where these can be repaired free of charge for these devices. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on there. Today's sponsor is by a company called Outlets Be Gone. Have you ever been in a situation where your phone is near empty and there are no outlets in sight? Well, look no further. Outlets Be Gone has one of the best looking wireless and portable chargers on the market. And for a limited time, when you buy a portable wireless charger, you automatically get 15% off any accessory. So make sure you hurry on over to outletsbegone.com to grab a portable wireless charger. And if your device doesn't support wireless charging, then they also offer wireless charger receivers, and you get 15% off accessories when you purchase one of these as well. So thanks to Outlets Be Gone for today's sponsor. And today we start Google I/O, and where we'll be looking at probably a release of another Pixel phone, probably on a cheaper market than the Pixel 3. But a lot of rumors say that a lot of the insides of the Pixel new phone will actually be the same as the Pixel 3 as well. So if you are holding out, you might be able to get a better deal on a slightly lighter, smaller device as well. We're also going to be looking around Android Q, and obviously probably going to see a lot more on the Google Assistant and Nest smart home devices as well. Now, last year Google did announce quite a lot of different things coming out of Google I/O. As always with Google, you don't know when they're actually going to release a product or if they can actually kill it. They do try to give you obviously an idea of what they're working on, but it doesn't mean to say that we're ever going to see it to light. But the conference actually starts at 10 a.m. and CNET's going to be having a live coverage starting at about 9:30 if you would like to be watching CNET. Otherwise, you can stream on Google's I/O page as well. And we're actually going to be doing a bit of a live blog. We're not going to cover the whole session in our live blog, but just some of the things we find interested. And if you want to get involved in that, then head on over to our Twitter and click on our WhatsApp link, and you can be added to our live events section as well, and we can have a little bit of a chat about the events as they're happening. So that's everything for Google I/O, so it'll be interesting to see what they actually offer on there. And finally, just a bit of a personal recommendation. If you're interested in reading books and you like to get to know people a bit better, I highly recommend Tim Cook, the genius who took Apple to the next level. Now, I know a lot of popular blogs have been covering this over a month ago. Well, I actually went on vacation and decided to read this book, and I'm not a massive reader, but I definitely found this book really, really interesting. And I've actually started reading an older book by the person who wrote this as well. So make sure you guys check that out. Obviously, you can get that on Amazon. You can get it through iBooks as well. And obviously, you can get an audiobook format as well, if that's how you prefer to listen to it. So that's just a bit of a personal recommendation. And thanks for listening, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one.